Hey guys, I'm back with the album of July 2014. Of course, the album has to be one that I reviewed because I can't judge an album if I haven't heard about it yet. It just doesn't work that way. Alright, let's waste no time. First one, Death Vomit Scudded by Horse. Just by the name alone, you can tell death metal, brutal, harsh, unrelenting, and not really user-friendly. It's one of those albums that you hear for the first time, you have no idea what the vocals are saying. The guitars are brutal, the drums are unrelenting. It is a hardcore piece of death metal. Some may even call it sludge metal. Whatever. You can call it whatever you like. I think it's really good. It has a very brutal tone to it that's obviously amplified in its album cover. Next one. Order the Enslaved by Hate Division. This is a combo of thrash and death metal that really worked itself out well. It's more thrash than death because the vocals are raspy and not so that deep guttural voice like Death Vomits, but it's still very solid. The thing that I like about it is I think every great album should have instrumentals in it, whether they be 4 minutes or a minute and a half. Just something simple, it's like a little interlude. But this has two, World Ascending and Dawn of, I'll be honest, I can't never remember the third word. It begins with Q. Just go find it. You'll find it. The third one, Karg by King of Asgard. I've never really liked King of Asgard. I've liked Viking metal, I like Volking metal. Volking? Folk metal. Woo. I listen to Amon Amarth and Ensiferum on a regular basis, so I'm very open to listening. So I saw this came out, and I was like, yes. Right from the opening track, I knew this would be a good one. It was very solid, and it is by far my favorite of their albums. And it's thankful that this is only their third studio release, because that means that they can do much more. They can do much more. They can go much farther. They can push their talents to the very limits, and this just has it has great vocals, it has great guitars, it has great rhythm, and my favorite track by far is Remnants of the Past. It's like fast and it goes real slow, but you still keep your attention the entire time no matter what. I would play it, but then Google and YouTube would get on my ass and this video would not be available to you. And the fourth, and certainly not the least, is Judas Priest's Redeemer of Souls. When this came out, nobody told me about it, and I was really mad. I knew it was coming, I didn't know the release date, so I saw this was out and I hopped right on it. It was, the opening track is by far my favorite, Dragonaut. It has great chorus, great guitars, great everything. It's very solid. The entire album it's rock solid. I personally would not buy this because I've never been the hugest fan of Judas Priest, but I can appreciate their work, and I like a few of their songs, namely, of course, Dragonaut. But this is something that I would listen to if I just wanted to listen to something and I didn't care what. It would do very well. It has a great tone, and it's very easy for somebody who listens to a vast variety of metal, whether it be death, thrash, new, classic, whatever. You listen to whatever you want. Now I will start a countdown. I will take off. These are by no means bad. I'm just taking off the ones that don't quite take the cake for me. First one that didn't take the cake, Scudded by Horse. I just did not like. I thought that out of these four, the death metal just didn't do it for me. If it was much more conformed and much more orchestrated better, it would have been much better. I have no doubt. But you should go check it out. I will put links in the description for all these albums. You can go listen to them. You can go look at them on my review site. I don't care. You don't even have to be watching this video. You just have to acknowledge the fact that all these albums are great. Next one to come off. Like I said, never really been a big fan of Judas Priest. It's it's been one of those bands I just listen to and I'm like, meh. I love Dragonaut. It's a great track. You should go listen to it. It's definitely worth your time. Now we come down to the final two: Hate Division's Order of the Enslaved and King of Asgard's Karg. Now who will it be? Nope. It is Hate Division's Order of the Enslaved. I love this. I love it. I love it. I love it. I love it. It is an amazing album. Right from the opening track, it was really good. The chorus was amazing, and like I said, every great track, wow, every great album needs instrumentals. Five Finger Death Punch's Wrong Side of Heaven, Volume 2 had The Agony of Regret. Times of Grace's Hymn of the Broken Man had In the Arms of Mercy. Hate Division has World Descending. It is a great, simple, very, very, very simple, very easy coordinated. It sounds like something that like a beginner would make, but it's just done so well with the sound of the storm in the background. If you want to know what I mean, check it out. They're on Spotify, they're on Bandcamp, they're on iTunes, of course, they're everywhere. I've no doubt that if you like the quote-unquote softer death metal, that you will like. If you like it infused with thrash, please go listen to it. It's a great album. It is fantastic, and it is by far one of my favorites. I already bought the CD for it. I bought it on iTunes. It is amazing. If they were to come out with another album, you bet your ass I will hop on it. They are an amazing band. They're from Canada, which I would not imagine Canadian death thrash. It's not exactly the first thing to come to mind, is it? But this is a very, 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 and yes, I will drill it into your head one more time, very solid album. It just sounds, yes, just yes. But yes, go find this album. Go find your 3 albums. They're totally worth checking out. I'm not disgracing them at all. I'm not saying that they're worse. I'm just saying I like this one more. It could be the worst album you've ever heard in your life. I don't care. You just take your time. At least give this album a chance. Give the album a chance. You have my respect. I personally think this is the best album of July. I really do. July was a really good month for me. Chelsea Grin, of course, Hate Division, Judas Priest, and I'm really looking forward to this month, August, with Ailstorm coming out. I'm a huge fan of Ailstorm. Other bands coming out. I honestly haven't quite looked at that yet, but I know Ailstorm was coming out, so I'm like, it's great. But yes, check out Hate Division, and thank you for listening to my ramblings, and until the next time, I'll see you later.